Okay, so what's that silliness all about? I think this is better. I don't know. Is it better? Gonna give it a shot. Rob MaximumRD here. Just being silly. This is the iPad 3. I have it propped up literally in my closet. This is across my wife's closet here. So I have it propped up in the closet. And I was trying to see which lighting is better, which of course I can't see the image, but I think that's better for some reason. I don't know. You're either going to get incredible backlighting in the distance here or overhead lighting if I have it this way. I'm going to try it this way. We'll see. Anyways, I just wanted to make a video because it's been, first of all, it's been months. I know that. It's been months since I uploaded. I didn't really have anything specific. I have like probably a dozen things up in my head on videos that I want to make, but as always, these things are always on the back burner. Time, life keeps me from getting around to making and uploading them because they require me actually taking systems out, hooking them up, making the videos, uploading. I do want to get around to so many things at some point. It's just other priorities right now, but I want to make a quick video, and I thought, what can I do? Something. Rob, think of something. So first of all, in regards to the beginning of the video there, and I'm going to try to do this from now on. This is one of these stupid little things that probably bugs me more than probably anyone else on the face of the planet. Do any of you use Netflix? Sorry, use, let's say, Roku, the YouTube app on Roku. If you have a Roku television, 90% of my viewing of YouTube is either on the iPad or on mobile device, laptop, desktop, what have you. But on occasion, we actually do use the YouTube app to watch videos. And there's this thing now, something's changed with the app, at least in the more recent versions of the app. Used to be at one time, as with most devices and most ways that browsers that we watch YouTube on, regardless of the speed of your connection, we have a pretty fast connection speed. We're quite happy with it, but in general, you click on a video. If it's a particularly huge video, high resolution, whatever, it may take like a split second before it kicks in and it starts. Now, the usual manner, of course, is you click on the video, boom, it's probably instantly there playing, no problem. Or, it might spin a couple times and then immediately start playing uninterrupted, no problem. But lately at least I've noticed on the YouTube app for our smart TV, our Roku box, Roku television, Sharp television, it's had this annoying thing where what it used to do is it used to be like basically like a black screen for 1 or 2 seconds, and then the video would start normally and then just be consistently play throughout. No problem. Lately though, it's got this thing now. I think it's because it's trying to, it is a fast connection, but I think it's trying to do this thing where, it instantly plays, right? But it's weird because it does like this weird catch-up moment. So my point being, at the start of a video, if there's sound, you notice I didn't say anything when this video first started. When there's sound right at the beginning of the video, like as soon as you click, hey, we're going, hi, how you doing? You hear sound. So when I see a video like that, watching it on the Roku YouTube app, it does this annoying thing now. Instead of just taking a split second or so to start playing, it does this thing where it literally starts instantly. It's like you pick the video, click play, it's going right away. But it does this weird, like some kind of catch-up thing. So if there's sound right at the beginning of the video, for instance, if let's say the video started off, hi, welcome to MaximumRD's new video. Today we're going to, it would literally start like this. It would be like, hey, welcome to, today we're going to, see, it's like you start the video, hey, welcome to Rob Max D. Today we're going to, it does this weird, really super fast playback thing for like the first split second where it's like catching up on the buffering or something. I don't know what it is, but I find it really fucking annoying. So if you may notice when, at least I'm going to try to remember when I do my videos from now on, I'm not going to speak like for the first, second or two, and then I would just begin my video. It's by the same token that I'm never in a rush or rushing through my videos or anything like that. You guys know that. I go off on all kinds of crazy tangents, hence this being one of them. So anyways, to the point of this video, first of all, I'm going to give a little shout out here to Jughead82. That's Jughead82. I'm not even going to try. He does all kinds of impersonations and things like that too. Especially he does a lot of wrestlers and things like that. Again, I won't even attempt it. My best impersonation is Kermit the Frog, so I can't do wrestlers, and he does certain celebrities and things like that. And he does some really good ones, but I shouldn't. Yeah, I might be giving you the wrong impression. That's not really what his channel is for, or what it's famous for, or that it's famous. But anyways, he's just someone I enjoy watching, and one of his more recent videos, he does a taste testing. And he does quite a few taste testing, actually, beers and liquors and things like that. Some really interesting ones where he just does a basic evaluation of what he thinks of a particular beer or liquor or whatever, and gives his impression on it. But anyways, in this latest video he did his impersonation of The Rock for The Rock's vodka. So I'm going to leave you a link for that, and you can see Jughead82's take on The Rock's. See, I'm not even going to try The Rock's. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock's vodka. Is it vodka? Oh no, wait. I'm not even sure it's vodka now. Was it vodka? See, I have such a short memory these days. But anyways, he does really good impersonation of Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. So check out the link and you can watch his impersonation of The Rock's drink, whatever it is, vodka, whiskey. I can't remember. I think I was just more thrown back by his impersonation and little skit that he did. But yeah, hi Jughead82. Hope you're well. Now to the point of this video. Finally, I once again tried to think of something to upload. It has been so long, it's literally been months. And again, I didn't want to take anything out and hook it up and go through all that procedure. So instead I just thought I'd come up with a question or maybe a little story, something I remember. Well, my question will be to the YouTube and gaming community regarding old computers, or let's say, when I say old computers, I'm talking, well, for the age of some of you, an old computer might have been a Pentium. It might have been a Windows 95 machine, a Windows 98 machine, whatever. But I guess I'm more speaking along the line of probably pre-Windows or even Mac OS or OS X machines. That era, maybe the era that started basically the computer revolution before the two big operating systems came to power. So we're talking anything from the Commodore VIC-20, the Commodore 64, TI-99A, Texas Instruments. For you guys across the pond, the Spectrum, those kind of machines, 8-bit line, Atari, Commodore, Amiga. My favorite pre-Windows machine and operating system of all time was the Commodore Amiga and Workbench. But what have you, whatever it was for you, it might have been the Oric. I think that's another UK-based machine. But what I'm looking for is basically one of your first real, I guess, interactions or experiences with one of these early computing machines. And maybe it's something that you did with it. Maybe it was a class project, or maybe you discovered it the first time at a friend's house or a relative's, and it just was like, wow, you knew from that moment that you were going to be a part of this, as I have been ever since. So yeah, let me know what yours was, and you can either make it in comments, response video, what have you. You like? I know response videos aren't really a thing as much as they used to be, or neither are they as well supported on the platform as they used to be. If you do happen to make a response video, make sure to drop the link down in the comments, or at least let me know so I can click and go to your channel and check it out. But give me your experience of, you know, something that was a major, I guess, impact, or again, maybe just even a funny little story relating to the path that led you down to being connected with computers for the rest of your life. Again, might be interesting just to hear the platform that it started on, and you know, I think most of us, I can say, maybe even with some regret, that, you know, it would all eventually lead to either being, you know, PC or Mac, Windows or Mac OS, what have you. For some of you, you know, using a PC and running Linux on it might have been your thing, whatever. But I think for most of us, the majority of us, that spark was initiated by one of these pre-operating system machines. So yeah, let me know your history, your story. Quick little silly one for you guys is, one of the things that always stands out in my mind is back in the day. When was it now? Gosh, I'm horrible for years or something like that, so I'm going to let you experts take this with the machine that I describe. But basically, it was in school. And although this wasn't my first interaction with computers, or indeed the thing that would lead me on to always be connected with computers, I would say probably the first thing was, what sparked it. One day walking into the classroom and seeing this huge machine that looked like something out of 1970s sci-fi film, those terminal style big white or beige boxes, one of those kind of machines. And indeed, you would see, specifically in 70s sci-fi movies, many times in the background you'd see these sitting on tables, or at least cases and cabinets that mimicked that look, that style of this machine, which was the Commodore PET line of computers. We had a Commodore PET machine with a green monochrome type screen on it. Walked one day into the classroom and saw it sitting up there on one of those big stands. You know, it was the same type of stand that they usually roll out a TV with a VCR connected to show you something. But that day it was this Commodore PET computer. And on top of that, it had I'm pretty sure it had some kind of a cassette device hooked up to it as well. Because once again, one of the ways of loading programs and even the odd game to many of these early machines was by using a cassette. And of course, prior to that, I was really big into cassettes, had my own cassette recorder player at home, had the cassette compilation tapes at home and all this stuff. I thought, what is this cassette doing hooked up to this computer? What are you doing with that, right? And of course, you know, it was, you press play, you load the program, a very slow process. But of course, me and my friend at the time, I'm going to name this person, I'll say his name, just for the sake of argument, let's say his name was Gord. Yeah, it was Gord. We were, you know, we wondered about this machine as well. So, being the mischievous people that we were, we took the cassette home one day. We weren't supposed to, of course, but we took it home. I think prior to that, we tried to play it in the machine, but I don't think we heard anything. Or we may have. I don't recall that specifically. But we took it home, and I popped it into my cassette player. Might have been his cassette player. Again, details are sketchy. But if any of you have ever done that before, and you know you probably shouldn't have done that, is listen to audio on a programming cassette. It's scary because it's basically the same as what you would hear when you dialed up a BBS using a modem. and usually you'd take the handset of your telephone and stick it into this device that surrounded the earpiece and the speaker on it, and you transmit to a BBS that way, or connect to a BBS. But basically listening to this audio cassette with a program on it, it was really weird. We made the mistake of having the volume too high, so of course when it started it was basically just all these high-pitched screams and hiss noises and ticks and all kinds of high-pitched wails, and I can't even describe it. If you've heard the noise, or if you recall the days of a BBS, you'll remember all these things of a dial-up modem and those sounds that it makes. So of course, now again, we were being more facetious than anything else. We're just being silly because this is what it was hanging around your friends at that age in school. Some worse than others, but we decided, being stupid kids, again, being, well, kind of assholes, we decided to record over this cassette because, it had the two little notches on top. Of course, the holes were poked in so you couldn't record on it again. So we just covered those up with tape, as you do. And basically, me and my friend put it in record mode, and we just started making these noises like wee, ooh, ah, ee, ah, tick, 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 wee. We just made all these noises like that, and we kind of went back and forth until we filled the whole tape up. Those tapes would only be like 2-3 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever they were, so they weren't that long. But we basically did this back and forth, making these silly noises and high-pitched squeals and squeaks. And we brought it back the next day. We just stuck it into the cassette recorder. And of course, we didn't expect it to load anything. I think I do recall, though, some garbled information came up on the screen, and then it just froze or what have you. But we used to joke, and we used to say, oh, it's going to say on the screen, hi, this is Robin Gordon, and we've done a bad thing, or something like that. But of course, no. This is, again, just being silly kids, But it was more a case of, I think the teacher ended up realizing what somebody had done, and but anyways, then they just got the tape replaced or whatever. But that was just one of those weird, stupid things, and early interaction from a very early machine that will always stick in my mind, for better or worse. So anyways, that's it. That's all. Just a little silliness for you, as per usual with one of my videos. So that's it. Let me know your story, whether it's a silly story like that one, or whether it's a more serious school project, whatever it was. But whatever sticks in your mind is a very early memory, something that you remember to this day, that was connected to the history of computers, something that impressed upon you that feeling that this was something big, this was a change, this was going to be a new era of communications. Yeah, and that'd be cool. Again, just say it in the comments, or make me a short little response video or what have you. I don't care if it's an epic motion picture, whatever you want. Link it in the comments, or not. All right, so Rob, MaximumRD out. I'm here, I'm alive, I have lots of ideas. It's just a matter of priority, and hopefully getting something uploaded for you guys, for all you who have stuck with me through the years, just for crazy stupidity like this. Thanks a lot. I'm still here anyways. Rob, MaximumRD out. Again, check out Jughead82's review of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's beverage there. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.